Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to return it from deep in the end. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the single back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, you talk about an unbelievable way to start this game off. First play of the game, we got a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab, heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
The Razorbacks will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds an open target on the left side.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And they get to completion. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a first down for the Hogs. And, Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
And the Razorbacks pick up enough to get a first down there. Here comes a handoff. An explosive play. They finally get him down with the offense very near to the red zone.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Keeping it on the ground here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Razorbacks are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Now, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
That's the spin move. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense a fix. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Handoff to the single back. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running by this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
Receivers are bunched together. On 1st down, it's play action. He's escaping the pocket now. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the 1st down marker.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Buying time, moving to his left. A throwaway there, gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And then first down, they go right back to him. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. He's going to hand this off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Send the back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure is coming. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Catch made inside the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Coming up, second down and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. I tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. Pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Field goal try, no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Boy, these guys usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Completion nets about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's fourth down. Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the wideout goes in motion. First down. Looking to throw the football. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Razorbacks will have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
The Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, the same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the catch downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? It's press coverage now from these DBs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hogs.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. They draw within 4 at 14-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Miami offense back out onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. It's a run to the left. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Now it's 2nd down here. Receiver in motion now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball to 44.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense hungry to convert here in 3rd down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Finding some room at the 25. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. Well, they trust the running game on 3rd down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me, it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on 3rd down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
With the sack on first down, it's second down. And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the Razorbacks will come to the line to run the hurry-up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. Pass not complete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football. Completion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. And the back now goes in motion. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. The pocket breaking down. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut into this lead.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the single back takes the handoff. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Bringing pressure. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's complete downfield. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. And the Razorbacks line up with a first and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What would their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws to the tight end. This is caught. Could be an important two-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out in the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Lets it go quickly. cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. The back's got it. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Trying to extend the play. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Razorbacks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
You talk about a big stage and big-time pressure and then delivering. That's what this running back just did to be able to give them this 3-point lead. And if you're smart, you just kick the extra point. That forces your opponent to have to go down and score a touchdown to win the game.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, preserve this lead. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. And he pulls in the catch. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And the timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. The last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Arkansas Razorbacks.